Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I do have my prediction video ahead of tomorrow's championship fixture, Leicester City versus Hull City at the King Power Stadium. Yes, it is going to be the toughest test of the season so far for Hull City. Leicester City, who have won all 4 of their opening games this season, stand top of the table without losing or drawing a game and only conceding 1 or 2 goals in the process. So it is going to be a very tough test for the boys in Amber. It is going to be a tough one. I think that coming into this game, we're looking to possibly put out a performance that's good, maybe snag a point from the game, but I don't expect us to come into this game grabbing points. I expect this game to be one to see where we're at, to see what the ethic is coming into fixtures like this, where we could possibly bring some points in for that sort of ideal of us trying to get into the top 6 by the end of the season, but it's not a guarantee. This is a game. It's away from home against a team that were in the Premier League last season, against a team that have won the Premier League in the last sort of decade. If you remember Leicester City winning, I mean, it's hard to forget Leicester City winning the Premier League, because then the following season on opening day, we battered them 2-1 with that double bicycle kick goal at the MKM Stadium. But that was the last time we beat Leicester City. Since then, we have played them at their ground in that same season in the return fixture where we lost 3-1. So hopefully we don't lose 3-1 tomorrow. And then also we played them in the Corendon Cup, which I think the Corendon Cup is up for grabs in this game. I'm not too sure. If you remember last pre-season at the MKM Stadium, we lost. I think it was 4-0 or 5-0. Yeah, it was a proper shocker. I do have a vlog from that game if you want to watch it. But yeah, it was a bit of a shocker. But obviously they were a Premier League club at that time. They're currently a Championship club. They've lost a few of their players, but they do have still quite a lot of their good players, obviously, because of parachute payments and all that sort of stuff, which I won't get into. But yes, it's still the Leicester City that a lot of fans know them for the past few years in the Premier League. So it will be a very tough test for the Tigers. Hopefully, we can scratch off that 100% record in the Championship for this season so far for them and make their journey back to the Premier League a little bit of a tougher one. Obviously, we do come into this game after having quite a good form. 7 points from the opening 4 games for the Tigers. That is coming from the no points against Norwich on opening day. A bit controversially. And then we did pick up a nice win against Sheffield Wednesday. Last time out, though, we did manage to sort of somewhat lose a game that we maybe should have won through our first half performance, but second half performance a little bit shaky in that 1-1 game at home. So coming into this game, we possibly look to having a bit more of an attack mind. Similar to how we played against Sheffield Wednesday and Blackburn. We went into those games knowing that it would be tough tests. Maybe not against Sheffield Wednesday, but certainly against Blackburn. Blackburn, a side that were fighting for promotion last season. We hadn't scored a goal at Ewood Park since like 2017, 2016 or something like that. Like the longest stretch in English football at the moment. And we managed to go there and grab a 2-1 win against a side that were quite strong on the day. They did quite a tough test on us last season. We only managed to draw at their ground, and then obviously we lost at home to them last season. So we came into that game with an attack mind. Aaron Connolly grabbing the brace that we needed to push us over the line. So this is a game where we need to out-attack Leicester. We can't out-defend them because we haven't kept a clean sheet in, I think, about 8 games, including pre-season, that is. So it is going to be a test where we need to out-attack them. Of course, Ozan Tufan, but I believe that he might miss this game out due to a little bit of family issues that he's been having this season. And then also, I think he's got a little bit of an injury. So he may miss out this game, which will possibly put the shoes on some of the players who haven't produced much this season so far. So Aaron Connolly's been doing some heavy work off the bench, and I don't expect him to be starting this game. I think that he is the perfect fit for that term of super sub. But there's other players on the pitch that aren't doing anything. I mean, you look at Scott Twine, he's come in 2 games he's played for the Tigers so far, once against Blackburn and then the other one at home last weekend. And he didn't really do anything. Nothing against Bristol City, mind you. I mean, against Blackburn, he did all right. There was a few free kicks. I mean, he's had his free kick opportunities where we could possibly see him grabbing a goal, and that's possibly where our fortune will turn against Leicester, is if he grabs a free kick goal. But then there's also, you got to think, Liam Delap, who has had a recent England call-up to the under-21, so congratulations to him on that. But he's only grabbed 1 this season so far. If he wants to sort of really be pushing his test back to maybe putting himself into Pep's mind at Man City. I mean, there's a lot of competition there in that striker position, as we well know. So he's going to need to grab another goal this season. Possibly more than 1 goal, hopefully. So he has still got some things to prove. I mean, there's a lot of players in that Hull City squad that haven't done anything goal contributions wise. We've been relying on Ozan Tufan and Aaron Connolly. Aaron Connolly off the bench, who's grabbed 3 this season, very well done. And Ozan Tufan, who has grabbed 4 goals for 4 games, which is very impressive. The joint best goal scorer in the Championship, Aaron Connolly being the joint second best. I mean, we can't really be relying on the same players. This is what we fell into last season under Shotter, was relying on the same players to keep on grabbing goals. And once those players sort of dried up their goal tally, and we couldn't blame them for that, but they've been carrying the leading charge for a time. And I look at Oscar Estupiñán last season. Once his goal scoring dried up, the team dried up. And then it wasn't really until Liam Rosini came in at the end of the season where we started getting goals from everywhere over the pitch, the defence, the midfield, the attack, when Regan Slater was having his really good bursts. That was when the goals were coming and we weren't having a sort of pinnacle person to get the goals from. So this is possibly a game where we could see that sort of essence of Hull City that we saw at the end of last season, where we saw Regan Slater grabbing goals, we saw Cyrus Christie grabbing goals, we saw the defence getting goals, we saw the midfield getting goals, we saw the attack getting goals, we saw goals coming from all over the pitch. This is the moment to do it, especially with it being deadline day today. I mean, who knows who's yet to come in today. Of course, I will be live streaming later on, 8 till 11. Check out the YouTube channel for that. So, who knows what state the club will be in sort of by 11 o'clock tonight. Hopefully, it's in a state, though, where we do have some players that could possibly affect the club in a situation that deems us a contender for the top 6. But it's going to be a tough test against Leicester City. And I do think it will be a 2-2 draw. I don't know if this is me being optimistic, if this is being me psychic, or if this is me downplaying Hull City and we'll go on and grab a 6-0 win. Who knows? It's the Championship. Nothing is sacred in this league. So I do think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. The 2 goals for the Tigers. One of them coming from Aaron Connolly. I don't think he's going to be the first goal scorer by any means. I think that he'll grab one off the bench. But then the other one, I do think Liam Delap will grab himself a goal and be the opening goalsman for this game for Hull City, as he will try and celebrate his achievement into the England under-21s after missing out last time out in the call-up when they went to the under-21s Euros, and where they won the under-21s Euros. So I'm sure that he'll be looking to prove himself in an England shirt in the under-21s, where we'll be cheering him on. And I'll have an update on all our international efforts with our players as they come in. So a 2-2 draw, I think it's going to be for Leicester City versus Hull City. Let me know down in the comments what you think the score will be, who you think will score, and all that sort of jazz. And then also join me out later on, 8 p.m. till 11 p.m, live on this YouTube channel for a deadline day roundup and possibly grabbing some more players for Hull City. So join me there, like and subscribe so you don't miss that.